All right, hey guys, we are, well, not just guys, hey everyone. We are at Perdido Key State Park. We're over towards Pensacola. It's like 2.5 hours from home. I know, people are out here grilling, like it smells so good, and it's just enough of the day that, I know, it's like really making me hungry. Anyhow, it's kind of a cloudy day, and we're probably gonna get some rain, but we have a few parks we need to check off over in this direction. So there's not a lot to this state park. I'm going to turn this around so you can kind of see. Okay, so there's beach access right here. And I'm going to stop because I think we're trying to go by. And there's a series of boardwalks, most of which have been blocked off. And on the other side, it's kind of really similar, just more pavilions and boardwalks. I don't even know if you can hear this because the wind is so much out here. I'm gonna try and like speak up, but it's beautiful out here. It's like there's not a lot of people out here, and it's just big stretches of sandy beach for miles and miles, it looks like. Let me turn this around so you can kind of see what we're seeing. I mean, look at that. Just big, open stretch of beach. And sea oats and sand dunes. Kind of great. Big cloudy skies. All right, so we are finishing up with Perdido Key. Turns out Perdido Key State Park, it's just kind of like beach access. There's no trails or anything out here. You know, it's really pretty out here, but yeah, it's beautiful. I mean, it looks a lot like Panama City Beach, but you know, we didn't want to spend the day at the beach. We're here to try and, I don't know, do trails and, you know, and we've got other things we want to do today too. So we are gonna keep pressing on and try and, I don't know, hit another couple of parks while we're in the area. You know, we're about 2.5 hours from home, and so while we're here, it's like we need to make the most of our time. In there. All right. Yeah, turn it like way down. It's not as hot. Can't even talk. No, it's hot in the car. We're rolling. All right, so we just had to adjust that. We just left Perdido Key State Park, and
it's like Perdido Key Drive-In.
It's kind of like Perdido Key parking lot and beach access.
Actually, it said next stop parking lot.
Yeah, well, for like 15 miles, it was like all it said was parking lot. And anyhow, the one thing I will say, first about Perdido Key, it's gorgeous. Beautiful out there. And, you know, if you're familiar with the beaches of Northwest Florida, we have gorgeous beaches, white sand and you know, the waters, and today they were a little bit murky, but just emerald waters. And, you know, we have gorgeous beaches. We really do. But it was kind of nice out there. It was really windy. We're expecting some rain possibly today. There's a big chance of rain. And we looked out, but, you know, we walked along the beach for a little bit. There's not a lot of people out there, which is good. And so we enjoyed that. There are no trails out there. There are picnic areas and pavilions, but they're all roped off. It looks like they're doing work on the boardwalk maybe. But I mean, they're all kind of a little dodgy. The ones that are available, families have like big setups of grilling and stuff on, and so we couldn't really get over to those.
I would like to have gotten over there to eat.
Well, because it smelled good. I mean, it really. It's like people were like cooking hot dogs and hamburgers, and quite frankly, they smelled delicious.
I would have liked to have grabbed one.
Okay, so there was that. But the one thing I will say, is driving out here. This is the farthest state park that we have on our list. In fact, it may be number 1 as far as Northwest Florida. And
to
so,
the west, right?
Yeah, to the west.
Right.
And so we're about 2.5 hours from home. And driving out here, like we've been to Pensacola Beach, Navarre, and all of that, but being out here at Perdido Key, it brought us out on a road that we've never been on, and it, like the condos out there are, I mean, we're like, oh my gosh, look at this. Yeah, really, really, really pretty. And like the landscape as you're driving up, there's some similarities to other, cities along the Gulf Coast, but this one was really kind of different, and it's really it's a beautiful area.
Yeah.
So
the sea oats were really pretty too.
Oh yeah.
Like they were grown.
Yeah.
Like really big sea oats.
Yeah, everything's like not kind of blighted from a recent hurricane.
Yeah.
So anyhow, it's really nice out there, and so if nothing else, it brought us to an area that we've never been to, and that in itself is fine for us. That's great. The one thing I will say about us going to these parks, even when there's not a lot to it, it's taking us into a direction in an area that we've never been, and we can really stop and appreciate that if nothing else. It's like we just kind of have a better understanding of another area or part of our
not far from our house. Right.
Yeah, it's not really that far. But when people make reference to these areas,
and you've heard about stuff before.
Yeah,
like
you kind of have a
visual
where
it's at
now, so that's great. But that's it. And while we're over here, provided that the weather holds out, we're going to try and knock out the other. We have 2 other parks that are in this area that we're going to try and hit while we're over here. We finally have gotten a little organized with our park direction, and we're not just going to jog back and forth. We're going to try and make the most of our day, and so that's the plan. We are headed towards like Yellow River, maybe it's Yellow River. I don't know, and Blackwater Heritage or something like that. I don't know. Stay tuned. We'll see. Who knows? If we get like rained out, we may just wuss out and decide to go to McDonald's. I don't even know. But for now, we're on the road.